Welcome to Crypto G's. I have a very special guest today, but I want to let him to introduce himself. Is our good friend Simon from the Megaverse team. How are you, Simon, today? Welcome to Crypto OGs.
Thank you, Andres. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. My name is Simon Fletcher. I'm the COO of Megaverse. I've been on the project since day one with our CEO, Mushtaba. My background in crypto comes from quite interesting origin story, actually. I was introduced to Bitcoin by an Italian prince in
Oh, wow.
2012. He was married to a Hollywood A-lister. He was the new boyfriend of a good friend of mine, and he would not stop talking about Bitcoin. And he was doing photography, he was doing Spanish flamenco guitar, and he had a website, and he would ask people to give him donations in Bitcoin. And this was the first in 2012. So imagine. And that's the first time I really knew about Bitcoin. And then, much to my regret, I didn't really take it any further than knowing about it. And didn't then work in crypto again until around 2015, 16, when I started working for a FX broker, a German company. They then made the very smart transition to doing an ICO at the peak of the ICO craze. We raised $65 million. And then from there, that's how I got connected with Mushtaba. He knew about my work with the German company, reached out to me, and then this is how we sat here today.
Wow, congratulations. That's such a journey since back then when you were starting to understand what was crypto. And it's amazing how somebody that it wasn't anything in the world of crypto invite you and get to how much it was the price of Bitcoin when you joined?
I don't even want to know because I didn't buy any, so I don't want to check what it was in 2012. It was probably under $100. I'm not sure.
It's crazy. And now, obviously, you've been successful in non-crypto projects as well. You joined, you start to put together Megaverse with Mo that I met him here in Dubai. So tell us what inspired you guys to build something like Megaverse. By the way, I love the game Megaverse, too big.
Yeah.
And why the inspiring factor for you about the whole metaverse as such?
Yeah, well, we started working together on a crypto exchange.
Okay.
But as you know, it's not easy to make a mark in that. It's so, the big boys just dominates it so much. It's not easy to find your space in that arena. And then around the time is when all the Decentraland sandbox hype came. The neighbor was buying Snoop Dogg's plot of land for $500,000, and we were like, this is interesting. This is less saturated. Why don't we try and do a metaverse platform that's inspired by the crypto community, which is, our background. And that's how it all started. Obviously, that was 2 years ago. So the journey that we've come on from then to today is quite a long one, and it involved lots of twists and turns. But that was the origin. And then, we've learned as we go. And, what's most inspiring for me today is that what I've learned to understand is that even though there is all this negative sentiment around metaverse now at the moment because of different reasons, it is really the future, and we believe it is the future. It is just the next stage in the evolution of the digital society. That's the direction we're heading in, and metaverse and the Web3 is what allows us to get there. So to be at the forefront of something as exciting as that, to be standing on the edge of the future is something really inspiring for us.
Amazing. I was here with Mo in Dubai, and he was showing me these amazing lands, a couple of lands that belongs to some famous people that you've been building in Megaverse. And also I saw the land of something that the UAE is putting together. It's going to be revolutionary. But I saw the potential of Megaverse, and obviously I saw it through Shira's fame. It was amazing. But now tell us about, as such, Megaverse and the team behind and the future plan for it.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, I think you've seen the videos, so it's the same with everybody. When they think about metaverse, they typically think about Decentraland or Sandbox, and it's not the best environment, if we're going to be perfectly honest. It's cartoonish, it's retro, it's not a future technology as far as we're concerned. And the way we set ourselves apart is principally because of the design work. Our design team creates environments that are built on Unreal Engine 5 that is significantly superior to what exists right now. And now on top of that, we're multi-purpose. So it's not just a game. It's not just for a community. It's not just for a brand. It's for everybody. It's a space where everybody can take advantage and harness the potential of the metaverse. It's also web-based. So there's no need to download. There's no limitations on who can access it. You don't need a special gaming computer. As long as you've got a decent internet connection, you can access it on your web, on your mobile, on your desktop, wherever you may be. So yeah, we've got a big team. The design team obviously are jewel in the crown because of the work that they do. We've got a big team of developers in Chennai, in India. I was with the guys there recently. Mustafa, who you've met and you're there now, is in Dubai. I'm between Dubai and Barcelona in the plans to move over by the end of the year. But I've got a baby son, so it's a little bit complicated. And we're opening our space in Dubai, hopefully by the end of the month. We want to expand the team on the ground. So we'll have business development, marketing team based on the ground in Dubai because there's so much activity there for us. It just makes sense. So yeah, exciting times.
So yeah, something that I was just looking, it was the high quality of content that you're putting through Megaverse. And now that you're telling me it's going to be in all the devices, that is like, you just need to have access to internet to have access to the Megaverse. It's got me out of the guard because I didn't know this. So this is quite something revolutionary.
Yeah.
Talking about being a revolutionary company, and obviously we are in the middle of a major disruption with artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and so on. So, but for Megaverse, you've been working nearly 3 years together, guys, and I've seen the videos. Look, I want to tell you a couple of videos that I watch. I won't say the name, but very famous rapper. This rapper has a massive island in the Megaverse, and the number one influencer in the world. She was the original OG influencer. The name is the name of a city. I don't know if I can mention it, but her island looks also amazing. And I saw the gambling paradise here where we are right now, which is amazing. Also the fireworks and stuff. So this is now. But where do you see Megaverse in the next 5 years, especially given the rapid evolution of blockchain, crypto, AI, VR?
Yeah, we want to be at the top. We want to be the go-to platform when people think about metaverse. We're very ambitious. We think that what exists right now doesn't serve the purpose of what metaverse should be. We want to do that. And like you mentioned, technology. When we started this, of course, AI existed, but not in any shape or form in the way it does today. The potential for people to just regular people like me. I'm not a technologically advanced person. I could not have built something in our own platform because it would have just been too tedious and time consuming for me. I could have got somebody else to do it. But now with AI, we can just put a simple prompt and create an amazing environment. Anybody can do that. Last week, the guys sent over some avatars that they've been working on, AI avatars. Ridiculous. You wouldn't believe it's not a real person. So when we've got this technology, like, what do we do with that avatar? Like, we can't use it on Twitter. We can't use it on Instagram. We can't use it on Facebook. They're messaging services, basically. We need a platform where that can live. And I think that's what Megaverse is going to become.
Amazing. We need a platform where all of these ideas can live. I like that. I like that concept. I'm talking about the concepts, and you are building something for community, but also you need a good team, good developers. And talking about Web3, what do you think is the ultimate driving factor for all projects in the Web3 space and Metaverse? So do you think it's community, the team, developers? Just if you have to pick one, which one would you pick?
I would have to pick community, because you can have a great team and great developers, but if you don't get the buy-in, then it's all going to go to waste, unfortunately. So you've got to create something that the community can connect with and get involved with. And it's much more difficult than it sounds, because, particularly for a project with long-term ambitions, because lots of people in crypto are very used to that instant gratification. Where's the 100x? Where's the 1000x? Where's the meme coin? And if you're not that, then, what are you selling? What are you offering that person today? So it's definitely community, but it's certainly not the easiest thing to generate.
And obviously, community is something that make a successful project. Like, but also if you have a good community in a country and a city, make it very successful. Like the community, let's say in the UAE, we have the rulers, the founders of UAE. They build a community and then start to invite people from all the nations. Now, I heard and I've seen that there's also talk about potential synergies between Megaverse and a number of government entities in the UAE because they're bullish into Metaverse. So can you dive into what those collaborations might look like?
Yeah. I mean, what you said is exactly right. We're fortunate in that we're located in a place where they are so bullish on this technology, on this sphere. They want to lead the way when it comes to Web3 and the metaverse. So, and we're also fortunate we've been able to open plenty of doors and have conversations with decision makers in these different government entities. I can't really go into too many names right now because we're finalizing agreements. We're hoping to sign an MOU this week with a very big organization in Dubai. We've got a meeting on Wednesday with a major government entity, government department in Dubai. We have a good relationship with Ras Al Khaimah Emirate. Apologies for my pronunciation. We've worked with the MCC to do events in the past. So pretty much what they understand is everything that they already do well, they can also do in the metaverse. So tourism, events, property, we can do all of that and we can do it better than the way we currently interact with it in Web 2, in Web 3. So that's why they're so keen to talk. And we're having some really good conversations, and hopefully some of these things are going to come to fruition very soon.
And obviously, this is something that is taking us years to understand how to envision the future of different, let's say, companies or cities or industry, right? For example, with Dubai, the founders, they have their vision about how it's going to look like, right? They knew how it might going to be the downtown marina, and they have the biggest of everything, the biggest tall in the building, the tallest building in the world. Sorry, the biggest everything, right? So something that I saw with Mo is also you will help, for example, developers or people that develop in buildings or new casinos or new front stores to envision how that will look like, right? But now let's talk about the crypto community, and the blockchain. So even though the world has spoken about mass adoption of crypto, blockchain games and NFT, there is no a massive shift yet. We're still waiting for it. What do you think are the barriers here, and what needs to be done to overcome them? I think so. What you're doing, guys, with Megaverse is quite unique because you can envision, as I say, not only watching buildings to how they're going to look or experiences, if not, you are thinking about even more. So, what do you think we need for crypto adoption, and how Megaverse is helping this?
I think one of the barriers, as we all know, is that there are a lot of bad actors in crypto. So people who are not inside, they're very wary of it. They think it's dangerous. They think it's a scam. And in some respects, they're right. But there are a lot of very good actors as well, and a lot of very inspiring people within the space. And then what they need to do and what we need to do is to give the education. And I think that's something that we're really focused on now. We've spent a lot of time building the infrastructure, creating the beautiful designs. And now we have to start the education. And you mentioned Shiraz before. So we're working with Shiraz Hassan, who was instrumental in making the Kardashians into who they are today. He's worked with Logan Paul, Paris Hilton, and what he can help us do is educate the masses. And I think that's what we need. That's what we need to start to do. And we need to start making people understand how they can apply Web3 and the metaverse to their daily lives. And I think we're on the right track. If you go to Sunset Boulevard today, Shiraz has an office there, a space in a prime location. And on the side of the building is Megaverse. And he said it's the first time in the history of Sunset Boulevard that a Web3 metaverse company has had a presence on Sunset Boulevard. And that's where change happens. Hollywood is where the movies come from, is where the singers come from. So we can educate them there and then start to spread it out from there. And I think we're definitely on the right track.
And I believe so as well. And it's amazing to see how, guys, you are putting your name out there in Hollywood. Look, when you think about media, you always immediately as you say, you think about Hollywood, Netflix shows, all of that, and everything. The epicenter is there. So something that you're doing with financial is amazing to see you that you already make a stand. I never seen another company in the metaverse having billboards in Sunset Boulevard. So congratulations for that. And now talking to all these people that are watching the billboards in Sunset Boulevard and that are watching everything happening with Megaverse on social media. Something new, right? So somebody new, sorry. If you could give one piece of advice to those who are new into the crypto space, Web3, gaming, Metaverse, what advice would you give them?
I think if we're talking about, the journey that we've been on and talking about people who want to make an impression in it, patience. I think you've got to have patience. We're talking about mass adoption has been slow to come around. When you're building something, there's that 80-20 rule, right? I don't think it's the 80-20 rule in what we're doing. It's more like 95-5. And so you've got to have belief in what you're doing, because you go down so many avenues and there's so many potential opportunities for, success. And they often don't come to fruition not necessarily because somebody's malicious. It's just they're not ready, or they didn't really know why they were doing it. And so you've got to have that patience. You've got to have that belief. And if you have the patience and belief, I think that 5% that actually does come through in the end will be enough to take you through to some level of success that you deserve for putting all the effort in. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of belief.
Something that you're doing really well about belief, and it will take time, is showing how this can look in an ideal world, right? In the Megaverse. So you're actually doing something really good for the people that are joining crypto, Web3, so that you can show them the future visually, because everything is visually. Obviously, congratulations for all your success so far, that you're putting together something remarkable. But now you have probably a lot of announcements to make in the future weeks and months. But what are the predictions for the coming year for Megaverse, for crypto, for Web3? Do you think we'll go back in track like 2 years ago when Metaverse was trendy?
Yeah, I think we will. And I think for the whole sphere, what's really important, we've mentioned mass adoption, but particularly for us in what we're doing, I think the Apple Vision Pro, the impact of that can't be understated. Apple don't make mistakes. Apple don't release products that people aren't going to use. Apple don't spend billions of dollars on marketing, research, development, just to put something to the market that doesn't have a place in the market. So I think, the first one is a Pro, but then it will come the Air, or whatever they want to call it. And when people have these devices, when they understand, because everybody will buy it, it will sell out straight away. But when it's there, what are you going to use it for? So what we want to do is make sure that we're ready, and we will be ready. The team is making sure they're ready. From day one, when the Vision Pro is live, Megaverse will be one of the apps that you can go to in Vision Pro. So, and I think when Apple does something, everybody else follows. And then if the Metaverse and Web3 is primed to use this technology, then it's only natural that then there's going to be a whole new surge of interest in what we're doing and what the space is doing as a whole. So I think in the next year, that's the thing we're most excited about.
You did say something really remarkable about what is happening with Apple. And tomorrow they're going to launch a new product. So I never heard anybody in the Web3 or crypto industry bringing a hardware manufacturer into the equation, because look, we all have these ones, right? All of us. So
but we didn't have this 15 years ago. Now it's like it's stuck to our hands. So that's what's going to happen next. This is just the next stage. It's the evolution to the digital society, and I think Web3 and Metaverse is intrinsic to that.
Amazing. And Simon, the last question. No, two more questions. One question is, how can I get my avatar, Andres, the crypto OG?
Don't worry, you're a friend now. We'll create one for you. We'll share it soon enough, and then you can share it with your community.
I seen everybody. I saw a couple of celebrities having it. This is unreal.
Shiraz has his,
yeah. It looks like him, exactly like him. Do you have yours as well?
No, they didn't make mine yet, unfortunately. I think I've got to be on the next in the line, I think. But no, it's not just the physical resemblance either. With the AI technology, the voice is also perfect as well. It's amazing.
Okay, I would love to hear my voice and AI with my accent.
We will get it.
And Simon, how can people find you guys? What is your media, your social media handles? What is the best connection?
I mean,
Tweet,
people
Instagram?
can go inside and experience Megaverse today via our website, megaverse.xyz. And just be careful, there's no E in its VRSE, so megaverse.xyz. Our Twitter handle is at megaverse_xyz. Our Instagram, where you can see all the beautiful visuals, is just at Megaverse. So yeah, there's lots of stuff out there and plenty of education on offer from us.
Amazing. Simon, thank you so much for being in the Crypto G's space. I hope to see you very soon in real life, but also inside the Megaverse. I have a present for you that I'll give it to you later when I see you, part of the Crypto G's team. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Indeed.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Andres.
Megaverse. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.